crazy things that, in fact, it was Opuklo went ahead to continue gisting with this guy's girlfriend, and the girlfriend did not know that it was not the boyfriend, it was Opuklo that was doing it. And just from one command, it can do week, months of tasks. So autonomy is one of the, you know, greatest things about AI right now. Also, AI that use tools and APIs just like any human being would do. As a product manager, you have different tools that you use. Probably you use Jira for your projects, for managing projects, and or AI can use the tools. Probably you use Google Sheets, you use Airtable, AI can use those tools as well. So now it's not just about chatting like ChatGPT that you just text what's the weather for today. It's actually AI that actually do stuffs, right? Complete end-to-end workflows. You know, a lot of businesses are running as a one-man business and they are building $1 million company. Who are their employees? AI. You can literally build an AI product manager, an AI project manager, an AI marketing specialist, an AI this, and AI that. That's what AI do right now. So in the complete end-to-end workflows, they collaborate like a teammate, right? You can say you hire a personal assistant and people will think it's human, but it's OpenClaw or it's Claude use computer or Perplexity computer use, whatever it is. It works as your teammate. It feels as if you're working with somebody. It gets things done. It can read your email and respond to them like it is you, that just like normal PA does. If you've ever had a PA, you understand the confine of what I'm saying. Literally, AI collaborates like a teammate, and it just makes life easy. We can all agree to that. Ever since ChatGPT came to life, everybody has literally gone crazy about AI, and then it keeps getting better. They keep getting better. AI keeps getting better day and night. So companies are already shifting towards agentic systems across operations, software, customer workflow. The amount of layoffs I've heard this week because of AI is totaling like 5,000 or close to 10,000. Cloudflare laid off this week, and they were laying off close to 4,000 workers because of AI, and many more organizations like that, because they are now introducing agentic AI into their workflows. And it only means that if you cannot build it or work with it or even know how to use it, you might necessarily not be needed by organizations in the nearest, soonest upcoming 2 to 3 years future, right? I'm trying to say that just to let you know that it's not far off. So now, where some organizations have used AI that you might not even know of. Number one is search engines. Google changed how we find information. Right now, if you search Google, you also see Gemini answers. For me, as a person, I've stopped scrolling through Google to find, I just read the Gemini answer and I'm like, okay, perfect, and I'm done. Basically, mobile first are products redesigned around smartphones, generative AI, chatbots. Like, these are the ways technology has also improved. You know, when we're talking about blockchain, then we're talking about Web 2. Web 2, the life of social media, where you can share information, get information. Web 3 is the life of you having your information and owning your data. This is also about how technology has improved so far. Google search engine, you literally just type on Google and move on with your life. Then you have applications that you can use on your phone. Then we have generative AI, which is very popular a lot. And then agentic AI is another level of it. So generative AI, generative AI, chatbots are involved into creative conversational AI, just like the way you use ChatGPT or Claude chat bot. And then we have agentic AI. Which one? This one is an AI that reasons, that acts, that completes workflows, that does things without you asking. As long as you've built it to do that particular thing, you can go to sleep I shared a video of me using Claude Cowork to respond to my LinkedIn comment. And while it was doing that, I was in the kitchen preparing food for my baby, literally. Normally, because the post went viral, so there were a lot of comments, and I actually wanted to respond to people's comments. I didn't want to ghost people's comments. So I was like, how do I achieve this? And I don't want to spend my time doing that. I used AI agent, Claude Cowork, right? So that is what agentic AI has enabled people to do, basically. So AI that reasons, that acts, and complete workflows. So what is agentic AI? I mean, when you hear of agentic AI or AI, I would just like to hear from one person. What exactly comes to your mind? Not from, might not even be from what I've said today, but majorly in general, what comes to your mind when you hear of AI agents? You can drop it in the chat. You can unmute to talk. One person. You can raise your hand just for organization. Nobody wants to talk. Hey. This is a class, so okay. I did not see that name, but if you raise your hand, please talk. I did not see that person. Very
Okay. Good
yeah.
evening, everyone. Good evening, Grace.
Good evening.
Interesting conversation so far. I think what I've been able to pick from what you said is what also the answer I would give back. I think agentic AI are just assistants, like online assistants that can help you get your work done, right from the start also to the finish, based on each prompting or each skill that you tell it to do.
Okay, thank you for that. Because of time, Salako, I might not be able to give you audience, but thank you for raising your hand. That is amazing. Thank you for your definition. But to correct you, and also to correct Bami, it's not just assistant. What I'm trying to say is now they act as a main deal. I don't know how best to put that. Not just assistants, like AI agents can take your work. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not for an assistant, you might not be able to do, you can do without your assistant, right? But with AI agents, they move from being just being an assistant, which is what everybody was screaming about. Oh, let's just leave it. AI are just assistants, they just help you to do whatever. But with them listening, AI has taken a lot of people's jobs, a whole lot, like a whole lot. And so it has moved from just being an assistant to being that co-worker, or like to being a worker in whatever, either your business or in your day-to-day life. I was giving an example of a PA. Normally you would hire a human PA, but right now AI has taken job from a human PA. I don't know if you guys understand that. So that is what I'm actually trying to, and it's not just to automate stats, it's actually to do stuff, to build stuff, and many more. AI gen refers to AI systems that go far beyond answering a simple question. They pursue goals, make decisions. This is what makes them very dangerous. They make decisions and take action autonomously. So for an assistant, it's quite rare for an assistant to make a decision without probably your input, right? But for agentic AI, they move from being an assistant to actually doing stuff that they don't need your input to get things done, right? So it's different from automation. For automation is literally just setting a set of rules and it follows, right? But with AI agent or with agentic AI, it's totally different. They can do stuff without your input. You can be sleeping and an AI agent is building a business for you. You can be sleeping and AI is researching whatever you need to research and do a lot of things for you. I need to move fast, right? So old way is write me an email. The agentic way, find leads, qualify them, send emails, book meetings, and update the CRM. That's something someone would take some time to do normally. Finding leads alone is a lot of work. Then you now need to qualify them. How do you qualify them? Probably through calls or through email, just to know if these people actually have what it takes to be your customer. Then send emails. You now have to start sending email one after the other. Check it. And then you book meetings for the ones that respond and all of that. Now imagine doing that as somebody. It's work. It has a name. I don't know what they call them, but that's a role right there. Someone does that in an organization. But imagine AI doing that now. So it has gone beyond just writing your email. It can do much more. Like recently, one of my students, she was presenting our project, and she still built an AI agent that she will still have to be in the loop. I'm like, no, you don't have to be in the loop. The AI agent should be the one to find the leads as well as researching them before sending them an offer or an email to sell to them or something like that. So that's the agentic way. So the shift has moved. One instruction, an entire workflow, entire task is completed. So one, they can understand goals, they interpret what you actually want to achieve, they can make decisions, they choose the best path to reach the goal, use tools, just like you use tools, access API databases, they can access the web, do whatever you want them to do with the tools. They execute tasks, carry out multi-step actions end to end. Do you know that there is something called sub-agent? There is also something called multi-agent. It's a lot. Basically, there's also called multi-agent. For a multi-agent, it's different agents coming together to get things done. There is a website that is run by agents right now. If the website was built by an agent does everything. They make money on that website, but it's not owned by a human being. It's owned by an AI agent. Right. Learn from outcomes, improve based on results and feedback. Just like humans, we get feedbacks and then we improve ourselves. That's just how it works, basically. And that's why you will see that just 3 years ago, AI could not do a proper video, but right now, if a video is shown to you now, you might not even know it's AI. So the traditional AI, first is response to prompt, one-step output, need custom human input, static conversation, content generation. But agentic AI work towards goals, multi-step execution, can operate semi-autonomously and even fully autonomously, dynamic workflows, task completion. Prompting is becoming a basic skill. Building AI system is becoming the true valuable skill. I've seen a lot of product manager roles that require you to know how to build AI agents, or at least know how to manage them. And if you don't know how to build them, how can you manage them, right? So building AI systems, AI solutions, in form of agentic AI, is what is becoming a truly valuable skill. Some of these things, Cloud Cowork is an AI agent, right? Codex is an AI agent. That's ChatGPT vibe coding software. Is an AI agent. A lot of these platforms that you use, your user facing, and it's so cool, they are AI agents. If you tell Claude now, build me an e-commerce, it's done. In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's done. Or you tell Codex, it's done. That's a software engineer work. I mean, sometimes when I use these platforms, I feel pained. I'm like, this is something we spent years to learn. Like, I'm a software engineer. I've been a software engineer since 2016. And this is something we spent years to learn. Now an AI agent can just do it in 10 minutes. So it's crazy, but that's the world we live in. So professionals are perfectly positioned for this era. So why must you care? You already do the work. If you're a software engineer, a product manager, you understand workflows, you understand users, you define system, you think in outcomes. Now, PMs who understand AI agents will prototype faster, automate operations end-to-end, lead AI native product teams, reduce execution bottleneck dramatically, becomes significantly more valuable. And when I say significantly, I mean significantly. One of the students I've trained, she was a product manager, fully product manager. She took AI agent course and she got a job. She has been looking for a job, but the fact that she was able to build AI agents during her interview, she immediately stood out of the other candidates, and she got a job as an AI solutions engineer from being a product manager, basically. So
Hi, Grace. I think you're muted.
I did not even touch it. But
Maybe.
Google Meet does that sometimes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Well done.
Yeah. So this is becoming a competitive advantage across companies of every size and industry. So what AI agents can actually do? Plenty. I'll give you a few examples. We have an AI sales agent, the one that qualifies leads automatically, send personalized follow-up, book meetings in your calendar. I personally built something like this, right? We have customer support agents. Most of the customer, especially if you live in this part of the world where I live, in the UK or US or some other grown-up countries, most of their customer service that you speak to are not humans, but they sound humans. They sound like it's somebody, like it's someone that is speaking to them, basically. But they're not humans. They are AI, but they sound real, right? Research agents, operations agents. Organizations have built AI CTO, AI CMO, AI C something, CFO. AI agents can stand as a chief operating officer. They can stand as chief marketing officer of organizations. I think I told you just a few minutes ago that you can someone built a $1 million business and he is the only one that's human in that business. Every other worker, they are AI agents, and they are making revenue, a lot of money. They are making a whole lot of money. I mean, $1 million is a lot of money, right? So that means they are literally trying to tell us little by little that you can build a business without any human employee. And the CEO of ChatGPT already said it, that this is the era of a one-man multi-million-dollar business. One man. And that's because of the rise of agentic AI. So the future of AI employees working alongside human, not replacing them as such a lot, but it's also replacing, but multiplying the output of the people that can use them. Now it has shifted from, are you good at what you do? It has moved to, can you use AI? Can you maintain? Can you manage agentic AI? You'll be surprised. They will hire you as a lead product manager and you'll be managing AI agents as the people working under you, basically. It's crazy. So let's see some AI agents at work. So I'm going to show you some real examples of small AI agents, but they work. I'm going to show you an email assistant. I'm going to show you a blog agent, one that writes blog and put it on my Google Doc, so I don't need to think of writing any blog majorly. I also plan to show you a voice agent, a mock interviewer that will call me to have a mock interview with me. But I don't know, the platform has been going mad, but I hope it works while we're on this call. So let me show you a few. Let me stop sharing this. Don't worry, we are still going to go into the tools that you guys, I think a lot of you said you came for the tools, right? Don't worry, we're going to the tools. So now these AI agents, they set the goal, they already know what they want to do. They plan, they act, they deliver. That's how an agent works, right? So I'm going to show you some simple demo, and then we'll go into what powers an AI agent. Is that okay? So let me share my entire screen. Let me first bring you here. Can you all see my screen? Okay, you can all see my screen. All right, so now this is an email draft assistant that was built on Langsmith. Don't worry, you don't need to know so much right now. So it was built on Langsmith, and what this email does is it goes through your email and writes a response for any unanswered email that requires a response. So it has a tool. The tool is to read emails, to get thread and draft an email. The reason is that I don't want it to send the email. I want to still read whatever is that's written before I send it myself. But to be honest, some people don't care. Most of the emails that you get response to, now it's AI agents that is responding to you, and that's it. I've seen a lot of CEOs do that, especially here in the UK. And another thing is you can build sub-agents which reports to the main agent. This is the main agent. It has a tool. You can add as much tools as you wanted to use here. This is just a simple email draft. And you can give it a skill. What skill? You as a human being, you can say, oh, I'm a product manager. I have a product management skill. Or I'm a project manager, I have project management skills. I have leadership skill. I have this skill, I have that skill, right? So now you can also do the same for an AI agent. You can give it a skill. You can let it know the kind of skill it has, right? The schedule is if I want it to run every single day. The schedule is if I want it to run every single day, basically. But this is the main agent, right? So now if I run this agent and I tell it to run, what it does is it will go through my email. I connected my one of my emails, yeah. So it will go through my email and see if there are emails that need response. So now this is it. Process the unread emails currently visible. No drafts were created. Skipped emails recent. He said these emails are just stuff. They don't need any response. Now, if one of the emails need response, it would have drafted the email. So let me just tell it to draft response for the CTO craft one. Normally, if they require response, I don't need to say that again. So draft response for, and then we are going to check my email and see if that's drafted the response. And by the way, when it's now, let me show you. So this is the process of it working, yeah. So it's first updated the instructions, then it's used one of the tools, which is to read emails, which is here, and then it read all the unread emails and then gave me a response, right? Now, if I wanted to draft the response, then you see said get thread, because some AI agents will go and write a new email and say it's a response. The major thing is to get thread and all, right? So now let's say we have given it our instruction, and then let's see it. Now it's using the tool Gmail draft. It's drafting the email. Now let me go check my Gmail and see the drafts. I think this was the email I connected. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this is the draft. Can you see the time? 7:45. So yeah, it drafted the email. Hello, Rachel. Thanks for the reminder. I'm interested in conversation roadshow in London. I would like to learn more. Please keep me posted when the full agenda is available. Best regard. So good, so demure, doesn't look AI, doesn't do anything. And then I can just hit send if I want to send it. And move on with my life. I don't need to think of what should I respond to or something like that. So that is just a simple email draft assistant that literally, so if you put it on schedule, it will read your email every single day, draft response for the ones that require response, and you will even go on with your life without knowing that something is running on the background. So if yours, you want it to send the email by itself instead of making it a draft, that's how you just be responding to emails, and people will think, oh, this person is so professional and all. You can see there's no there is no M dashes to make it look AI or anything like that. And that's because I added a skill called humanizer here. Now that is an example of a simple email draft assistant. Let me show you another one. This one is a multi-agent. It might look small, but this is an AI agent. This is an AI agent. If you want to see a more complex, robust AI agent single node like this, let me show you one. So I built an AI data analyst. This one, I built it when I wanted to use it for my business, for my SolidWorks business. And then this analyzes my sales, tells me what is wrong, what we can do better, and all of that. So this is an AI agent. Can you see? It can even get more complex. I added a tool called calculator. I added the sheets and everything, the database that it needs to use and all of that. So that it can get more complex. That's what I'm trying to show you. So let me show you for blog. So now for this blog, yeah. So the way I did this blog is that I am the one that tells it exactly what I want. It can also be that you tell it to research by itself and then get the topic and all. But what this one does, I tell it about what I want. So I submit a form about what I want, like the topic or what is in my mind. Then it does some Google search. It will do a lot of Google search, and then it will build the research summary. And then this writer agent will write the blog. And then I have an editor agent that edits the blog. It edits it like an editorial team, removes the M dashes, make it more unique, more novel, just makes it good. And then it puts it on my Google Doc, a Google document. And that's because I don't want to post it directly, right? And it can be posted directly as well. So if I want to run this, I'm going to go on my tagging. Just give me a second. Oh, time is fast spent. Yeah. Okay. Just give me a second. I think this should be it. I hope so. Okay, let me see if this is it. So I'm going to fill in the form. So the reason I build it like this is I want it to be user facing. It's not something I built for myself. I want it to be that anybody that comes that wants to use it can fill in their topic and then they get a blog written for them. Simple as ABC. Target audience, professionals, tone. Let me choose this. So I'm going to just let me execute this workflow and see. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So it's running. So it's okay. Let me change the ChatGPT 5 points. So it's writing my agent right now. So yeah, so it's writing the blog. This is the blog right here. Of course, it looks coded, so you might not understand. So I'm going to edit the blog with the editor agent. It will edit everything for me and then update a Google Doc. Let me put another Google Doc for it to update here. So it's still editing the article. Right. All right. It has edited the article. So one thing I told the editor to do is to remove M dashes, make it more professional, fix the grammar, punctuation, everything. I need to do that, right? And then I'm going to now add it to the document. Authorization issue. Let me sign in. I mean, hopefully it will not take time because we don't have time. Okay. Okay. All right. And this is the article. The document was empty before, and now I have my article here. So what I can do is just to copy this and go and paste it in my Medium or wherever I want to post the article. And we all know that when you want to write a blog, I write blog consistently at a point, and one blog can take me 1 week to write. But this is something that is just done in how many minutes or even seconds if I wasn't running the node one after the other. So that is that. And lastly, I want to show you a voice AI agent. So this voice AI agent, I will need to share the screen to be sure that we can hear it. So this voice AI agent is a mock interviewer. It was built to ask you interview questions based on your CV and everything like that. Oh no, this is not the mock interviewer. This is the one that can schedule. Let me just run this. There is one that is a mock interviewer. So let me know if you can hear it. Please let me know if you can.
Thank you for calling Wellness Partners. This is Riley, your scheduling assistant. How may I help you today?
I would like to book an appointment.
I'd be happy to help you with scheduling. What type of appointment are you looking to schedule today?
I don't know. What are the services you render?
At Wellness Partners, we offer a variety of services, including primary care for annual physicals, illness visits, and follow-ups, specialist consultations for initial visits and follow-ups with specialists, diagnostic services such as lab work, imaging, and testing.
Okay, it's fine.
Wellness.
I get it. All right, you can book me for the wellness one.
Sure. Let's get that set up for you. Could you tell me a bit more about the type of appointment you'd like? For example, are you looking for a primary care visit, a specialist consultation, or something else?
Primary care.
I'm sorry. Could you clarify what you mean by from our America? Are you looking for a specific type of service or provider?
Primary care.
I see. Are you asking to schedule with a specific provider? Could you let me know the name of the provider or the type of care you're looking for?
All right. I just wanted to show you guys how that works. Yeah, I intentionally shouted, interrupted it just for you to see how intelligent it is, right? So that just to let you know that you can navigate through like different things, even if you have issues. I built an AI sales agent, and with that, from once the call ended, it will fill a table form, it will send proposal to the customer. You just get things done. Literally whatever that humans do. So let's move back to our slide. I mean, those are just a few. I've built a number of them for businesses I built a number for myself. People are built just by learning, and these are just a fraction of what is possible that you can build. AI agents can do much more. That's why I gave an example of Claude Code is an AI agent. That Claude Code that you use and you think is amazing is an AI agent, right? So these are just a few of the things that can be done, can be built, that you can build as well. So let's move on. So what powers agentic AI? All of the things that I've shown you, what powers them? The first one is they have a brain, and the brain is powered by large language models. Large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Llama, whatever, DeepSeek, whatever large language model that you use. That is their brain. That is how they think. That's how they give you response. That is how they talk. That's how they write, whatever it is. Also, they have a memory. If you build an AI agent that has a memory, I built an AI agent for a client. What the AI agent does, it helps busy moms to reduce their stress. And of course, those kinds of AI agents has memories because they need to remember their conversation. It's a WhatsApp AI agent, so you can talk to it through WhatsApp. You don't need to download any app or anything like that. It is through WhatsApp. And it checks on the mom in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. It can help them simplify their tasks, add tasks to their calendar, remind them of things, and a lot more like that. So memory gives them context. Also, another thing is tools. That's another thing that powers AI agents, tools. They can't get things done without tools, right? So tools like API, databases, web search, and many, many more like that. Another thing is workflows. They can work with the workflow, they can logic and orchestration systems and also interfaces. Interface is more like a trigger. Sometimes it's called a trigger, sometimes it's just interface. So it could be voice, it could be WhatsApp, it could be a form like what I showed you for the blog one. It could be dashboard, it could be a click, whatever it is. Interfaces, UI, because if any user wants to use it, then a user needs to have something they can interact with majorly, right? So those are the things. So each layer plays a critical role. So the brain provides the reasoning core. I've already mentioned that. The memory stores the context, history, user preferences across sessions. The tools, that's what it uses to perform tasks. The workflows coordinate multi-step tasks, right? And interfaces connect agents to users. That's what I've mentioned. This is why AI engineering is becoming one of the hottest skills globally. And to be honest, a lot of people have asked me that, do I need to learn how to code to be an AI engineer? So AI engineering is very broad. You can be an AI agent builder. You are still called an AI engineer. It's just broad, and you can be the coding part. There's also the coding aspect of it. That's for people that want to go into core AI engineering. But of course, we know majority of us are product managers, product developers. So you don't necessarily need to know how to code. And if you already know how to code, it's also a big plus, because there are some that requires coding, right? I just wanted to clear that here. And knowing how to build AI agents, AI systems, AI workflows is one of the hottest skills globally. Like globally, it's almost rare now that you have a test skill and they don't require you to know how to use AI, either AI tools or to build AI system or whatever it is. It's almost rare right now, right? So the biggest mistake you can make right now, I'm already wrapping up. I think I kept the time. Yay. So the biggest mistake you can make right now, most people are still learning the basic prompting. A lot of people think they are using AI, they are using ChatGPT to prompt and say, write me this email. That's like 1% of what AI can do right now. This is moving higher. I already spoke to you about multi-agent. There's also AGI, artificial general intelligence. There's also AI, which is super intelligence. We are getting there little by little. These are scary, these are crazy, but it is just what technology is advancing to be. And so if we are not even acquainted to the list of these intelligence layers, what are you doing? Basically. So if you are still learning basic prompting, if you are still debating whether AI matters, still consuming content without building, still waiting for the right moment, waiting too long is one of the biggest mistakes you can make right now. One of the things that helped me in my career is actually reinventing myself a whole lot. Like I do that a whole lot. I'm a fan of emerging technologies, right? So if there's any tech that is emerging, I literally just take my time to learn and to build with it. Even in the time of blockchain is still on, but when it was a lot of buzz, I took my time to learn. I built a lot of decentralized applications and all of those things, and that still helps me till today. And one of the things that can even help us in this AI era would be probably blockchain. So the skills I've gained then matters now. So it is as important as it sounds, basically. Meanwhile, others are building. People who understand AI agents early will lead products, learn startup, automate businesses, become irreplaceable. Of course, we all totally understand that there's nobody that is not replaceable, but it literally gives you a better job security. It gives you better edge in whatever, in your work, in whatever you do, if it's a business, whatever, right? You see a lot of people churning out content every single day. They use AI. A lot of some of these content creators that you see is AI video. Is AI video. Basically, AI video is AI that they use to create videos. So it's just a lot, right? It is a lot right now, and you definitely can't afford not to get yourself in the game. So and I'm sure Innova Labs is hosting an AI agent course that is upcoming, and what you will learn is how AI agents work. You design agents workflow, you build without deep coding, you master PM AI tools, and many more. Even if you are not a PM, you build real world cases, hands-on projects, very practical. And I'll be one of the tutors. In fact, I think I'm the major tutor, and you definitely would learn a whole lot. Basically, I've trained students, I've trained people that currently now learns how to build AI agents. And when I tell you that these skills are important, many of my students from the last cohort, they are high-end people. One works in Amazon UK, another is a business analyst that makes £650 per day. So if you are making £650 per day normally, why would you want to learn AI agent skills? Because in the next 6 months, you might not be making that £650 per day if she doesn't learn how to build AI agents, right? So my last students, they are high-end people, but they saw the need to build, to learn, and they paid to join. So it's just value that if you invest in, you will definitely see the results. And people that are learning it, they know what they stand to gain. So you also build different things: AI assistants, AI workflows, AI product system, multi-step agents. So it's not theory. I don't even like theory. One of my learning mantra is, if you want to learn, then you have to build. You don't learn with theory. You don't learn by reading. You learn by watching videos. You have to practice. You learn to practice, right? So that's how you learn, basically. So I hope that with a few points of mine, God, sorry. With this presentation, you've been able to understand how important AI agent is, how they work, what they can do to your career, how important they are now and even in the coming years, in the coming months and all, and you are able to take that step that is needed for you to stand out and be extra in your career, basically. So yeah, I think I'm done. Thank you so much for having me. If you have any
Right. Grace, hope you're not AI too like this. Are you sure we're talking to the real you? Are you sure we're talking to the real you?
I wish I'm AI.
to cover yourself. Almost is almost raised to power 100. Even me like this, my my brain is already tingling. There's like my head is going in different directions at the moment. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Grace. This is super insightful. Like I said, my head is just like, there's many things that's playing through my head right now. I'm trying to like think, okay, this. I have some ideas in my head. I'm like, okay, this is going to help me to do it. But anyways, let me soak it all in. And thank God that this session is recorded, because I'm looking forward to going to go and watch the recording again. But in a nutshell, thank you so much. Please let's appreciate Grace again. This is a whole lot. Please let's drop an emoji to appreciate Grace again. This is like a whole lot that she's been able to do. And I'm glad that she was able to also show us, like practically from the AI agent that replies to emails, from AI agent that replies to emails, from AI agents that send prepare blog posts, all of those things. And I think the one that really got to me was the call agent, right? I was like, okay, why is Grace shouting at the AI agent? I'm like, why are you shouting? But the guy was so chilled and calm, and he was like, calm. I'm like, okay. So this has got a lot of things playing in my head, and I'm definitely going to be going deeper into this personally for myself as well. But let's just take a couple of questions. I think we can take maybe 2 or 3 questions before we let Grace go. 2 or 3 questions. If you have questions, kindly raise your hands. Okay, I can see Larry. I can see Ibube, Oluebube. I can see Feromi. Hands are raised for plenty. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So let me start with Larry, because Larry raised his hands first. So please, when you're asking your question, please just go straight to the point in asking your questions. Thank you. Let's start with Larry. Larry, over to you. Then Ibube. Yes.
Thanks for the section. So just a quick one. I noticed that you use different platforms to run your AI agents. So I don't know, are there certain use cases to use like a particular platform, or do they all do the same thing?
Oh no, they don't do the same. I mean, well, for Langsmith and N8N, you can say they do almost the same thing, but they can be used for different use cases as well. For the voice agent, of course, is another platform, because for N8N and Langsmith, you majorly use them to build workflow AI agents. But for VAPI, that I demoed the voice agent, is for voice agents alone, basically. So if you want to build an AI agent that talks, that's where you build it. So yeah, it's majorly for different use cases. And I think someone asked me that, are they free? Mostly free. VAPI is free. LangChain is free. Of course, they have paid feature. Of course, we all know that these things, when people ask me if they are free, I'm like, you cannot see free products in this life. You don't want them to make money. But the only thing is that you will definitely see free.
I don't understand.
You will definitely see the free version to use and practice as much as you want to. So yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Larry. So let's go to Ibube. Ibube, over to you.
Hey, God, you want to murder my name. Ibube is fine. Thank you so much, Grace. You've answered my question, actually, if they were free. So I'm going to use my slot to ask another question. You mentioned that we're going to have a masterclass sometime. I would like to know when that would be and if that would be free. And also, let me help out Fakorede with his question here. He's asking, your slides, I also like them. What tool did you use to create your slides, your presentation slide?
As you know, I'm AI girl. I used Gamma AI to create my slide. And for the masterclass, I don't think I mentioned any masterclass, but I mentioned the Nova Labs upcoming AI agent course, and I mentioned that I'll be one of the instructors. I think that's what I mentioned.
Yes. When is the class going to hold, and will it be free? Because
the Nova Lab people, please help me answer.
Okay, so I'm going to share the details into the classes and how the classes are going to run in a bit. So let's just take all the questions and I'll share that details shortly.
Okay.
But it's not a free class. That's one thing you can tell. So let's just have that in mind. But yeah, I'll take all the questions and then I'll share that information in a bit. All right, thank you. I'm not going to murder your name. Thank you,
Ebube is fine. And just a suggestion, right? I think there are some questions in the group chat, in the group here.
Oh,
You can
okay,
just
okay.
create a Q&A and drop WhatsApp so that some of us don't feel left out. That would be great. Thank
Okay,
you,
awesome,
everyone.
awesome. Totally fine. All right, so let's take Louise. Hi, Louise, over to you. Yes, hello, Louise. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. We can only, I can see that you're unmuted, but I cannot hear you.
Hello.
So you're unmuted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We really appreciate you and we enjoyed the section. So I want to ask, is there a way we can get this these tools you just showed us like in a PDF whereby we can, and you can also tell us, highlight what they are used for, because you mentioned, you said some of these tools are free. I understand that for a beginner you get a free a trial version, then as time goes on you'll be asked to pay, just like ChatGPT and the likes. So I wouldn't mind if you can share us the tools and tell us what you use them for, so that we can also at least in a way learn how to use it and practice by using them. So thank you so much.
All right. So Grace.
Ma? Okay, I think I can send that across to Banji.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, you know, I don't know how to say, but these tools, right? Of course, you can practice, but you also need to learn how to use them basically, right? So, and that's one of the things that will be done in the AI agents class, how to use them to build AI agents that can be used in your workflows, in your business, and even built for businesses as well. But yeah, I would definitely share the tools and what they are used for.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. I saw Fermi raising his hands earlier, or her hands. I don't know if you still want to ask your question, or we can wrap up. I can see you've dropped your hands.
Yeah, thank you very much. The question I wanted to ask was already answered. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, awesome. All right, so I can see that there are no more hands, but let me check the chat section just to be sure if there's any other question. Please, what tools were used to create these AI agents? I don't know if Eden joined early, right? I know Grace mentioned some of the tools earlier, right? But I don't want to go back and forth. This session is recorded, right? Don't worry, the session is recorded. So what we would do is we would send the recording. I think the recording should be ready by tonight, maybe by tomorrow morning, so you guys can get the recording. We can forward the recording for those that want to watch it. I think maybe I will have what's her name, Favor will probably upload it on a public platform so that everybody can always have access to it at any particular point in time. Okay, I can see a number of people asking for the recording. Deborah Abimbola. Okay. Okay, Olumide asked for slides. Yeah, I think Grace already answered that question. She used Gamma app for the slides. Are the resources building for building agents? Yeah, Grace also answered that question. Yeah, some of those resources for building AI agents, right? They are free, just like freemium version. Some of us are product managers, so we know this is freemium. So you're able to use it for free to a certain degree. And then obviously, if you want to get the most out of those tools, you'll have to obviously subscribe, right? Yeah, so pretty much. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. Thank you so much, everybody. So this has been an insightful session. So in a nutshell, Grace has done like an introduction to agentic AI, but there's a whole lot that goes into the entire idea of building AI agents, right? It's not just she has given us more like a sneak peek into how and the process of creating AI agents is like, and what is possible, right, in creating AI agents. So what we've done at InnovaLab is just simply, work with Grace, and she's going to be doing a full agentic AI program, right, with us at InnovaLab, right? It's going to be like a 6 weeks intensive practical session. As you can see from what she did here, right, she was still able to, in the 1 hour, which I was afraid that she was going to be able to maximize, if she was going to be able to maximize the 1 hour timeline, right? But how she was able to still maximize that 30 minutes of showing us a sneak peek of what it would be like creating agents and all that. And all of that was just to like demonstrate what is eventually possible. So what we've done is work with Grace, and we're going to be deploying what we call the Agentic AI Skill Development Program. So can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? So to be able to go deep, right? This is not a it's not a casual program. As you can see, there's a lot of moving parts on Grace's screen, right? And I know some people are thinking, how can I learn it free? Because I'm already getting free. You guys are free, right? If you want to get anything of quality, you pay, right? So, but that's just a lighter note. What we've done is to work with Grace, and she's going to do a 6 weeks. It's going to be advanced. So let me start from there. It's not basic, right? Everything you've seen from Grace's screen, right, is more like, okay, just the basic stuff, right? I still had a conversation with Grace for Innova Lab and some of the things that we're going to be automating even at Innova Lab. So even we were already doing some of these things, right? We have started the entire process of automating some of the things that we do at Innova Lab. And you cannot even imagine some of the conversations that I've had with Grace on this matter and what is like feasibly possible. So even for me personally, I'm personally invested, right, at this point. It's a 6-week intensive program. It's for experienced people. We are prioritizing experienced people largely because there is a level of expertise and there's a level of thinking that you need to get to, right, to do this. That's number one. Number two, it's technical. As you can see from everything Grace has done, it's technical. And I know Grace was trying to create a balance between, okay, there's like the introductory side and there's the more coding side. It's technical. So there's no need for us to make it, Grace was trying to create a balance. But it's a technical skill. You must be technically inclined, just to put it that way. It's an online class, obviously. Grace is going to be like our main instructor. We're also going to have one of my main mentors in this field, who is also like an AI advocate, Mr. Bolaji. Some of you might know Bolaji, Mr. Bolaji Oladipupo, right? He's also going to be joining. He's going to be coming in from a point of product strategy, right? He's going to be coming in from the point of product strategy. Now, the tuition for the training is $800K without mincing words. That's about $599. Now, it's also like an introductory fee, right? It's an introductory fee because we just feel like this is way more valuable than it is, right? It's $800,599. You can switch the tuition fee. You can pay the tuition fee twice, right? It's a 6 weeks program. You can pay the tuition fee twice. But one thing we will just do, right? One thing we will do is to more or less like say, okay, give like a discount to people who join this session, right? We're going to give a discount to people who join this session, like a 10% discount to people who join this session. So 10% discount out of it is like $720, right? You get an 80K discount. I know people are raising their hand, are raising their mouth. All of you that are raising your mouth, all of you people are using iPhone 16 that you bought for 2 million. All of you that are using iPhone 16, you don't even have any points. Because some of you, I can see people, iPhone 16 users, iPhone 15 users, you use 1 million, 2 million to buy phone. You cannot use 800K to learn cross. Continue. God is watching you with full HD. but that's on a lighter note. That's on a lighter note. I'm just kidding there, by the way. But it's not really about the price. Right. By the way, we are moving the start date forward. So the start date obviously is not next week. We're moving the start date forward. This was just like a demo, something just to put out there for us to set up this particular website. But the start date is going to be 6th of June, right? So that's in like 3 weeks' time, June 6th. The start date is in June 6th. Again, we're still going to communicate, but we're looking at doing it twice a week, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So this is like timeline. Again, some of these things we're looking at how best to run through it, right, in this manner. But the start date is June 6th. That's 6th of June. That's in 3 weeks' time. The timeline, this is a proposed timeline. We're looking at what is going to work best in a way that it's very comfortable for everybody, right? And then this is what the program entails. I will drop the link here. Let me drop the link here. I will drop the link on the chat section for those that want to check it out on your own. So I'll drop the link on the chat section for those that want to check it out on their own. Now, this is what the module is, and this is just like an introduction into the module, right? This is an introduction into the module and what is going to be learned in the program from the module 1, N8, module 2, contextual and cognitive agents, module 3, AI agents with LangChain, module 4, deployment and real-world integrations, and obviously, there's going to be a final project that is going to be worked on as well. And all of this is going to go deep, right? What you're seeing here is just more like the English, right? And these are the tools that are going to be used in the program for those that are also asking about tools from N8, OpenAI API Key, VAPI, Notion, Airtable, Slack integrations, Relevance AI, LangChain, Langsmith, Twilio, Google Workspace. Obviously, these are all tools that we're going to be leveraging in the full context of the program. And obviously, Grace here, as you can see, she's the lead instructor on the program. But I also have one of my senior mentors in this field. And anybody that knows me well knows that I talk a lot about Mr. Bolaji. He's an incredible person to me personally. But beyond that, is a wealth of experience, right? He's someone that carries incredible wealth of experience. Also a very technical person, right? Vast experience, has worked at Microsoft, worked at eTransact, Venture Garden, and currently senior product manager at Fincra. Is also going to be collaborating with Grace on this conversation, right, as well. And he's going to be coming in largely. So Grace is going to be focusing largely on the technical side. Mr. Bolaji is going to be focusing on the strategy side, how to make money, right? How to turn this into a business, right? How to monetize this for organizations. So he's going to be coming largely from the strategic side of things, the monetization side of things, which is always what is even, as you understand the technical side, you want to understand the business side. And that's what one thing we've done here. So Grace is going to come in from a very technical side, building the agent itself. Mr. Bolaji is going to come in from the business side, building the business that powers the agent, or the business that can then be generated out of the agent. So pretty much what the program entails, right? Yes, it's an advanced program. Yes, the tuition fee is $800K, $599. You can split the tuition twice. But one thing that we're going to give for people in this session, like I said earlier, you can get a 20% discount off the tuition, which brings the tuition down to $720. Now, if you want to get a 20% discount off the tuition, right, your best bet is to send a message to Fumi. This is not something that I'm going to share in the public, right? I'm only going to share this with those in this session right now. So I've dropped Fumi's number on the chat. Your best bet is to send her a message if you know you want to get the 10% discount, right? And you can split the tuition twice, like you can pay it twice, right? I think 60% on admission, and then the final balance within 4 weeks in terms of installment splits. So send Fumi a message. I've dropped our WhatsApp number. She's our customer care rep at InnovaLab. She's the one who's going to be in charge of doing all that finalization. I can't wait to send you guys to an AI agent, right? And don't worry, me, I'm going to talk. Yeah, you know me, I will talk. By the time we finish building our own AI agent to our InnovaLab, people will go to film, right? And you'll see some of the actions, right, that we two are going to do. So it's very personal to me, right? Even me, I am going to be spending money on this as well, personally, right? Grace has charged me plenty money. Let me give you guys a cheat. Grace has charged me plenty money. I've been begging Grace in the backyard. I'm saying, Grace, I beg, pity me as your guy, right? But anyways, in a nutshell, this is what the program entails. Again, it's a technical program. Please take notes. It's a technical program. It's not you're not chatting with Lovable or chatting with Gemini. It's a technical program. So it means it's something that you must be somebody who is naturally driven towards technicalities, so that you don't enter into the course now and then say, this thing is too hard though. And Grace is very, very detailed with what she does, right? I've known her for years, and I know the quality of what she can do. And you guys have seen a snippet into what is very potentially possible. So it's a technical course. So don't ask, can I be non-coding? As you do a little bit of code, right? There's going to be some little bit of interactions with code and all of those conversations. So have that in mind as well. So it's not a non-coding tech skill. For those that might be wondering, it will involve code. Now, you guys are not going to go overly too deep, right? There's the coding side, like Grace explained, but then there's also the non-coding side, but it will still involve code. in a nutshell, it is technical. That's what I want to highlight. So I think that's all, right? Do take note that the sessions are going to start on the 6th of June, right? The sessions are going to start on the 6th of June. We would be communicating in the public to let you people know maybe what our final decision will be on the date. So this day and time, probably we're looking at it as subjective, right? In terms of maybe we're going to do Tuesday and Saturday, or we'll just do Saturday only, or we might change the day. But that will communicate in the public generally. But however, one thing I know for fact is that the classes will start on the 6th of June, right? So first Saturday in June, 6th of June, right? So if you want to take advantage of the discount, send Fumi a message right away. And I would tell her to obviously Fumi is here now. So Fumi, I'm sure Fumi is listening. So Fumi would guide you on any question that you have, right? But again, if you have any question, you can ask here or you ask on the WhatsApp group. Yeah, but that is largely the major information about the course and how the course is going to run. Again, it's a 6 weeks course. It's a fully practical training from week 1 to week 6. You're also going to be building practical agents as well. And then finally, you're also going to learn monetization around agents, the business strategy of agents, how to sell agents, how to build strategy around agents and all that. Unfortunately, Arike, we cannot do that, unfortunately, right? It's too advanced for that level, right? Don't worry, when you learn the skill, you too, when you're charging salary, right? By the time you've learned the skill, you will not charge low now. You want to charge low? At least if you're charging salary now for your agentic AI skill sets, you won't charge $599. At least you should be charging anything from $1,500 and above, right? So $599. So you have to look at this thing. Don't look at it from the angle of how much you're spending. Look at it from the angle of how much you would benefit, right? And the fact is, go and check any job board right now, for especially job board in the international markets, right? Everything is having AI. Every job board right now. I have a lot of job boards on my laptop. If I show you my laptop screen right now, I have a lot of job boards on my laptop. I have a 20-tab job board on my laptop at the moment, 20 tabs, right? Because of obviously some of the things that we do at Innova Lab, right? And everything, I'm just checking and I'm checking and I'm checking. And I'm like, everything is AI this, AI that, AI this, AI that. So it's not about the price. The price is very, very affordable. If you want to learn this in a more professional environment, that's more professional. If you want to learn this in a foreign market, right? Go and check product school. Maybe that's where I should start from. Go and check product school, right? But obviously, we're not going to fix the price like a product school, right? We're going to fix the price to what we think will work best, right, for our own people here. But it's not even about the price. Let me stop focusing on the price. It's more about the value that is coming out of the program and more about what you're going to benefit out of the program and then what you can do with it, right? Yes, so very, very smart, actually, very, very smart. I did my research on product school now. At product school, you're paying, I think, maybe $4,000 or $5,000 for the same agentic AI training, right? So without further ado, thank you so much, everybody. It's been a pleasure doing this. Again, if you want to sign up, send for me a message. I've dropped the message on the WhatsApp group. I've dropped the message. I've dropped a number on the chat section. Again, you can send for me a message if you want to take advantage of the discounts, right? And obviously, classes are starting on 6th of June, right? 6th of June, the classes are starting, right? So yeah, pretty much, right? Thank you so much, everybody. We'll share the recording when the recordings are ready. Most likely maybe later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, you get the recordings. Thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure doing this. Have yourself a good night's rest. Cheers to building an AI skill set, right? And cheers to going deeper into agentic AI, right? And I can't wait to I will talk. I can't wait to bring it to the Innova Lab community and say, now we have our AI sending you people message, sending you people this, sending you people that, because obviously I'm on Grace's neck for this, right? And that execution, we must do it this May so that people will feel it directly as well. But yeah, that's on a lighter note. Thank you so much, everybody. Have yourself a good night's rest and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cheers, everybody. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much, Grace, as well. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's stop the recording. Bye.